The sexy Brutale. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. The sexy Brutale, a never-ending masked ball featuring intrigue, murder and the occult. Relive the same mysterious day where the guests at a casino mansion are being murdered by the staff over and over again. Yes guys, this is a time-travelling murder mystery puzzle game which looks absolutely gorgeous. I mean, these graphics just look so good. The whole scene, it's like got a sort of noir look and feel, and the soundtrack is phenomenal. It's just so moody, this game. You kind of get drawn into it completely. It just oozes atmosphere, this game. The whole concept is you have to save the lives of all the guests in it's like a mansion casino, and there's 10 of them and they all get knocked off by the staff, and you've got to find out what the hell's going on and you have to save them all. Now the thing is, what makes this game so good is you relive the same, it's Groundhog Day. You relive Saturday over and over and over again. So if you're working on a mystery, when it gets to midnight, bang, that's it. It rewinds time and goes all the way back to the beginning of the day again. And you've got to do the whole thing again. But here's the thing, that doesn't make it boring, because what you're doing is you're constantly picking up clues to everybody else getting murdered as well, because remember, everybody's getting murdered. You'll be going along trying to solve the case of this new guest that you've been told about that dies, and then you'll just hear like a gunshot and you think, oh yes, that's what's his face getting shot in the pool room. Then you hear something else, oh yeah, that's what's his face getting hung. And as you go around you hear all these things that you've already solved on another day, but this is another day, you know, and you kind of think, oh yeah, I saved him yesterday, but he's died today because I'm not saving him today, I'm trying to save her today. Everybody has these masquerade masks on, you know, that kind. They're the ones that you wear when you go to these special parties that you don't want people to recognise you because you're going to be f***ing their wife. I don't go to them, obviously, but you know, everybody's wearing these masks, and each mask has a special power, and when you save that person you get their mask, and their mask comes with a gift. For example, one of the guests I saved has amazing hearing, and when you get her mask you get that hearing, and you can hear people putting in the code into doors. So basically you can actually open any door in the castle, providing you're close enough to hear somebody typing in the actual code, and you press the space bar, I think it is, and you then get the code on the screen. So you get all these little things. You get an ability to time travel in the game by synchronizing your pocket watch with any of the grandfather clocks in the game, and you can switch backwards in time or forwards in time by a few hours, so you can skip things and go to a point where you need to be at a certain room, because you can also manipulate the time on the map and see where people were at a certain time. So if you need to be in a certain place to witness something happening, you can go there once you've uncovered on a previous day that you know that's going to happen. You can go to that place and forward time to that, because what happens at the end of each day, you may lose all the items that you've picked up and put in your inventory, but you don't lose the thoughts of what you saw. You don't lose your memory. So everything that you saw happen, you know where all these objects are, you know who's going to die, where they're going to die, because you've already solved that crime. So you maintain all this knowledge, which is brilliant, which allows you to traverse the house or the mansion in a much faster way, because it is a little bit kind of big, this place, and the more you get into it the more of it you uncover, and it is quite a hike going around some of the places and collecting all the things. It's a great puzzle game. The puzzles aren't hard. I didn't really, once I kind of, the first hour's like, what the f***, you know, but after the first hour and you kind of get, right, yeah, I need to search all the environments, spy on people, listen to what they're saying, pay attention. Paying attention is the most important thing, and then you'll uncover. The game kind of tells you what's going to happen, and you know, you need a little bit of common sense, which will rule out a lot of people these days. But it's not hard, and that's one of my gripes. You see, you are not allowed in the same room as any of the guests at all. You can never be in the same room as anybody else.
And when you do enter the same room as anybody else, their masks will come off and attack you because the masks have kind of taken over the people. But, you know, it's about as difficult as putting on a hat to get away from them, which is a bit of a shame. I'd much rather that if you walk into a room with somebody else, they'll pull out a 12-bore shotgun and shoot your face off. That would be much better, because you can kind of just run into a room and run past them and get out the other side easily. You know, it's like, it's not that hard to... In fact, dying in this game is pretty hard to do. There's not that danger. It needs more danger. It needs more danger. You should be able to be heard listening at the locks, and they should come stomping to the door. Is that somebody listening? You know, and like that, and make you go, oh, f***. And then, you know, they come after you kind of thing, because you can hide in cupboards and things like that. And that would make the game better, but it doesn't. It's a bit kind of tame at that. But this is the thing, guys, and this is what you'll really want to know. Who's this going to appeal to? Murder mystery fans, definitely. Anybody who wants to solve a murder, then you got 10 of the fuckers in here. Anybody who likes a puzzle game. There's puzzles. The whole game's a giant puzzle. The idea of time travel in a game and unlocking various aspects of it, that's so appealing. Not done anywhere near enough in video games, and it's a whole area that is ready to be exploited for gamers, and it's just not. And this game exploits it very, very well. And obviously that whole kind of noir look, because it is really a good looking game and a very immersive game. It's not a very long game. You're looking at about 7 or 8 hours to complete it, but getting there is really good fun. It's hard for me to show footage because I don't want to give any spoilers away, so you'll have to forgive the footage. It's kind of just me randomly going around the house looking at stuff. I don't even want to show you one murder getting solved, because it kind of shows you how I did it, and that's going to ruin the game, and there's only 10 of them, so I don't want to spoil any of that for you. So the footage is a bit lame, but the game isn't, and it's definitely worth a buy if you're into this kind of stuff. So there you go, guys, the Sexy Brutale, definitely worth a buy.